imagine these two did not want to be with us here today. They wanted to be protecting their school, but I told them it was important for them to be here, for us to let them and their colleagues around the state know how much we appreciate what you do every single day to keep our schools and our communities safe. Thank you all. I also want to thank those members of the legislature who were here in 2019 and 2023, who supported 2 rounds of funding for direct campus security grants to every school in Georgia. And last year, with the support of Lieutenant Governor Jones and Speaker Burns and you all, the members of the General Assembly, we made yearly funding to strengthen school safety a permanent part of our base budgets. In total, we have allocated $294 million for campus safety so far, and my budget proposal includes a further $159 million for that purpose. And just as we're protecting Georgia's children in our classroom, we're also going after those who target them outside of school, including gangs and human traffickers. Thanks to the vital work of the members of the Grace Commission, law enforcement partners, including the GBI's Human Trafficking Exploitation Unit, and prosecutors on the state and local levels, all championed by the nation's best First Lady, Marty Kemp. The state now The state has now investigated over 330 human trafficking cases, convicted 49 human traffickers, and saved roughly 200 lives. I want to thank Attorney General Chris Carr and the Human Trafficking Prosecution Unit, led by Hannah Palmquist, for all that they have done to help make Georgia a safe place for victims and a hostile state for the perpetrators. The Attorney General's office has also investigated 140 gang-related cases, securing 52 convictions and charged more than 140 individuals. And that's just since the unit was stood up less than 2 years ago. My budget includes just over $1.2 million to expand the gang and human trafficking prosecution units in the Attorney General's office to further this good work. Also, Marty will spearhead the passage of her 10th human trafficking bill that will reinforce the good work of the Grace Commission. Their resilience in fighting this good fight is why Georgia is leading on this issue, and this latest measure will be yet another reminder that if you come after our children, we are coming after you. Just as Marty has been instrumental in going after those who threaten our children and making Georgia a safe place for those seeking to rebuild their lives, she has also been a tireless champion for mental health services. For over a year now, as she has promoted the 988 Suicide and Crisis Hotline, she has carried this message forward: it's okay to not be okay. And as a result, more and more Georgians are finding the support they need to stay resilient in the face of difficulty. Last year, you put more funding toward behavioral and mental health needs than ever before, over $1.6 billion. I want to thank the First Lady, Commissioner Kevin Tanner, and the frontline caregivers who are helping Georgians process and overcome the challenges of mental distress. Several of those caregivers have joined us today. They are the true coaches of resiliency who help children and young adults deal with the unimaginable. Christina Lowe, Whitney Hardegree, Laura Etheridge and Karen Hope were some of the first on the scene in the days following the tragedy at Appalachia High School. Their strength, knowledge, and skill have helped those who have witnessed evil be able to move forward and continue on life's path, and for that, they have our deepest gratitude. I'd like to ask Christina, Whitney, Laura, and Karen to please stand and let us recognize you and thank you for all that you are doing. We know that your work is not complete and there's a long road ahead, but we are grateful for what you and the Sheriff's Department are doing to continue to support the great community in Barrow County. Mental health services like this are improving the quality of health care and access in our state, as is the newly launched state-based exchange, which is the latest milestone on the plan we laid out in the Patients First Act of 2019. These ongoing efforts are lowering the cost of premiums and increasing the number of those insured in Georgia. In fact, since I took office, the combined work of Georgia Access and Georgia Pathways is covering over 1.5 million people across our state. I will continue to repeat this until I'm blue in the face, even though many on the other side or in the media do not want to hear it. We are covering well over 200,000 more Georgians than traditional Medicaid expansion would cover. And those And it's important to remember, those Georgians are on better plans that deliver better coverage and lead to better health outcomes for them and their families. In fact, since I've taken office, we've seen over 93 provider rate increases through traditional Medicaid, and costs to the state have grown by more than $250 million per year. So when you hear someone say that fully expanding traditional Medicaid is fiscally responsible, know that they are selling you a bill of goods, because the numbers simply don't match the rhetoric. In total, Georgia spends over $4.2 billion for Medicaid in our state, and there are those who say the program only needs more money to succeed. Well, I respectfully disagree. With the new administration coming to Washington, I'm looking forward to furthering our innovative approach to health care access, which is making Georgia a leader in this field. And as I announced yesterday alongside Lieutenant Governor Jones and Speaker Burns, we're making it even easier to sign up for the Georgia Pathways program that helps Georgians start a rewarding career, get a degree, attain real-world skills, and ultimately receive better health care coverage. My high school football coach used to say, winning is contagious. He knew that when you have the momentum, when the entire team buys into the same mission, the same vision, when they play for each other, good things happen. Much like winning in football, I believe Georgia's success can be contagious. In spite of unprecedented challenges and many hard days, Georgia has enjoyed historic success. From jobs and investment, growth and opportunity, to freedom and prosperity. As the speaker always says, it's a great time to be a Georgian. We achieved more than many thought we would, and we proved big things can get done. We showed that the Georgia way is indeed the better way. So let's keep playing hard for the people who sent us here. Let's keep putting hard-working Georgians and our state's success first. Let's avoid distractions and line up together to secure victory. I believe Georgia's success, its prosperity, and its promise for opportunity for all are indeed contagious. And it's our job to keep it that way. So let's get to work. Thank you all. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of Georgia. Thank you.